the Indian Penal Code. Continuing the hearing today from the previous session, the prosecuting side is presented by Barrister Labendi, while from the defense counsel side, represented by Barrister Goodhead.
The court will proceed with its proceedings by asking if the prosecuting counsel has further shreds of evidence to this case.
Yes, my lord.
Please proceed. The trial begins.
My lord, it is evidently clear that the victim has defaulted the provision of this law, 1775 of the Indian Penal Code, Sexual Harassment Act, and Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. I hereby request Ms. Grace Mogorodi to remove the witness.
Raise your right hand, please, Ms. Mogorodi. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you will give to this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes, I do.
Okay, Ms. Mogorodi, are you sure and convinced that it is Mr. Timothy Mark that raped you?
Objection. The state is breaking the principle of homogeneity concerns for against breaking to prove the point. Now I recommend that the council please recommend his conduct.
Overruled.
Your Honor.
Objection noted, counsel. You may proceed.
My lord, if you allow me a little latitude to take you through the facts of the case. 2 weeks prior to this incident, Mr. Timothy Mark was involved in a fierce fight with his neighbor's wife, Ms. Grace Mogorodi. During this fight, Mr. Timothy promised to deal with Mogorodi personally. On several occasions, Mr. Mark has been having sexual assaults and other things towards Grace Mogorodi. On this fateful day, Grace Mogorodi went to visit or to went at the birthday party. She returned home tipsy. Mr. Timothy Mark took this as an advantage to accomplish his evil motive. Now, Ms. Mogorodi, you know the owner of this wristwatch. My lord, no further interrogation. I rest my case.
Does the defense have a cross?
Yes, Your Honor.
The floor is yours.
Ms. Grace, does your boyfriend always take permission from you before coming home? No. Does he need to make a special appeal from you before making love to you?
No.
Objection, my lord. What the counsel tried to imply and no one saying it, please.
Sustained. Move on, counsel.
Okay, I will rephrase. The night in which you came in, your television music was on, right?
Yes.
You had your music headset on your ears with music playing as usual, right?
Yes.
How then did you know that it was Ronald that raped you? Interesting. You said few minutes ago that when you came in, that you had your music, television was on, you had your music headset on your ears, and I'm very sure that you were kind of feeling tipsy and kind of dozed. How then can you tell this honorable court that it was Mr. Timothy that raped you? No further question, Your Honor. The victim is excused. Defense counsel wishes to call on Mr. Timothy Mark to approach the witness box.
You may proceed.
Mr. Timothy Mark, do you solemnly swear that the testimony you will give to this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Okay, Mr. Timothy, kindly introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Mr. Timothy Mark, strategist and a consultant to the United Nations Development Program here in India.
Mr. Timothy, what is your relationship with Grace Mogorodi?
Well, I must say my relationship with Grace Mogorodi is on a neighborly basis.
have you ever assaulted or sexually harassed her?
No, not that I know of.
Okay, on the 7th of February, did you by any means enter into her room and raped her?
That's quite absurd because on the 7th of February, I wasn't in the country.
Wait a minute. Do you mean to say that on that particular day that this incident took place, you were not actually like you were not in the country?
As I have written in my statement to the Gujarat State Police, I had flown out of the country to Indonesia to hold a high-profile meeting with my bosses.
Your Honor, no further question.
Does the state wish to cross the witness?
Yes, my lord.
The floor is all yours.
Mr. Timothy, of recent, you had a face fight with your neighbor's boyfriend, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is to say you have been having a lot of several sexual advances on her. Mr. Timothy, did you in any way threaten to deal with Ms. Grace Mogorondi?
Well, it was once when we had a heated argument.
Okay, Mr. Timothy, can you identify this wristwatch?
Yeah. Oh, yes, this is one of my limited editions.
My lord and your honor, it is evidently clear that the night my victim was raped, she identified this watch in the room, and it belongs to nobody else but Mr. Timothy Mark. You don't need rocket scientists to tell you that it was Mr. Timothy Mark that did such act to Grace Mogorondi.
Objection!
There is evidence.
Overruled.
No further internal review. The victim is excused.
Does the prosecution have further witnesses produced to the court?
Yes, my lord.
I will take the floor.
Permit me at this time to invite Mr. Ronald William to engage the witness box.
Mr. Ronald, do you solemnly swear that the testimony you give to this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Ronald, please formally introduce yourself for the record.
My name is Ronald Williams, the CEO of Abysso Catholic Company, India.
Mr. Ronald, in recent times, have you had any confrontation with your girlfriend?
No?
Mr. Ronald, it is recorded that on 7th February, Ms. Mogorondi went to attend a birthday bash. Did you attend that bash with her?
Yes, I attended.
Mr. Ronald, did the both of you people left the birthday premise together?
No, I didn't.
Mr. Ronald, will you mind telling this court where you went after you left the premise?
Actually, after the party, I had an appointment. So I had to book a train to Delhi. And I was called the next morning that my girlfriend has been raped by the neighbor.
My lord, arrest my case.
Defense, it is your turn to cross. Do you wish?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Ronald, on the 21st of January, you were being accused of being paid for fraudulent conspiracy, right?
Yes.
How long have you been doing this? Isn't it evident that you have also been bribed by love to put the life of another man at stake?
Objection, my lord. The counsel is trying to put words on the witness.
Sustained. Counsel, may you prove your point.
Okay, Your Honor, permit me to submit to you that this is the car tracking record showing that the night in which Mr. Ronald left the birthday premises on the 7th of February, he moved 60 kilometers away from the premises. And it is evident that Grace Mogorondi lives 63 kilometers away from the premises and his apartment is 90 kilometers away from the premises. And invariably, it is evident that he moved straight to a building. My Lordship, I submit to you that this is the railway record, train railway record, showing that Mr. Ronald did not by any means travel on the 7th of February through railway to Delhi. And it is evident that even throughout the entire month of February, he did not by any means go to Delhi. I submit this to you.
Counsel, can you make your facts a bit clear?
Yes, Your Honor. Do you know the implication of false accusation under Section 211 of the Indian Penal Code?
Yes, I do.
Okay. If at all, permit me to submit to this Honorable Court of Justice the doctor's report. This is Dr. Hayam Wamasha. His medical report is showing that Miss Grace Burundi only had a brutal sex. The doctor neither mentioned nor specifically gave any remark that she was being raped. Your Honor, I submit to you, if at all he said that he went to Delhi through rail that night. With me here is the drive that contains the clip. This clip is the hospital's footage showing that the night in which Miss Grace was being accompanied and was being admitted to the hospital, she was being accompanied by Mr. Ronald. How then can we prove that he went to Delhi? Wow. Isn't it that you coerced with the doctor to give a false evidence?
No. Objection.
Sustained.
If at all that Grace was sexually harassed by my client, why did you file an FIR? Mr. Ronald, were you in the room the night in which Grace came in? Were you the one that slept with her?
Yes, but
You what?
I want her, but she wouldn't listen.
You want her, but you
She
wouldn't
didn't
listen.
listen. She didn't listen.
Why?
Due to her constant differences with Mr. Timothy Mark.
You mean to say that because they have been having some first fights, that
Yes, she did. She did.
how did she get the wristwatch?
No, it is the last time we had a fight with Mr. Timothy Mark that she had to pick up the wristwatch.
Wait a minute, there is something controversial that I need to explain very well. You mean to say that the last time they fought, she took the wristwatch?
Yes, she did. She did. I want her.
Your Honor, you see what I've been complaining before this honorable court? I've been bargaining for several years that women abuses the provisions of Section 375 of the Indian Penal Code. You see, they put the life of innocent men at stake because of just their personal differences. Your Honor, I submit to you that my client here is very innocent of this thing in which he's being accused. Will be remedial. I rest my case.
My Lord, I request that the court be recessed.
I want to know that.
The court may briefly recess.
Wow, this is so nice.
Mr. Abhinav, Mr. Ronald Abhinav. You are not going anywhere.
Right, Mr. Ronald, you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
But she wanted me to do so.
Anything you say will be used against you in the court of law.
You're gonna be arrested. Wow, so nice. I think it's fine, right?
Order.
May the court be in order as the verdict is read. In the case of the Union of India versus Mr. Timothy Mark, the court has entertained several pieces of evidence and a lot of hearings, of which they started on 1st of March this month. However, it's been observed that most women abuse provision section 375 of the Indian Penal Code and falsely accuse a lot of men of having sex with them or rape them, and actually for their personal gain. Whereas the court will send recommendations to Parliament, therefore, under stare decisis, the court has arrived at the following verdicts. On the grounds of rape, Mr. Timothy Mark is found not guilty. On the grounds of sexual harassment and conspiracy, Mr. Timothy Mark is found not guilty. However, on the grounds of neighborhood misconduct, Mr. Bankim has been fined 25,000 rupees. Rather, Mr. Timothy Mark has been fined 25,000 rupees and has already served the sentence that he was reprimanded in court. According to section 191 of the Indian Penal Code, on the grounds of false accusation, Ms. Mugorondi has hereby been sentenced to imprisonment of 3 years, and on that ground shall be fined 50,000 shillings that shall be awarded to the accused. On grounds of perjury that nearly caused gross miscarriage of justice, the victim is charged 30,000 rupees to be paid to court, and from here henceforth shall have to be taken to prison by security. On those grounds, the court is adjourned.
All rise.
Counsel, you see what I've been telling you? Allow this case, my client is innocent, you wouldn't listen.
My client